anytime you see 96 Oriental rugs coming out of one home, it's pretty significant.
دو تا گوجه فرنگی دعواشون شده گوجه سبزی رفت گفتش که تو رو خدا دعوا نکن گوجه قرمز به گوجه سبزی گفت برو سید دخالت نکن.
I think I counted over 30-some rug dealers that were here, and I know I missed a few, so there were quite a few of the dealers from New York, New Jersey, from overseas.
6,000 on. I'm going to give 6 here. I'm going to give 6. I'm going to give 6 here. 57.5.
They'll clean them and moth-proof them and possibly do some repairs with the ones that are able to be repaired. Some of the others will probably end up in Europe.
Here, I'm going to give 6. I'm going to give 6 here. I'm going to give 6, and I sold it. 57.5, and buyer number 10 is the buyer.
I didn't see any bargains here. I think everybody was struggling just to cover expenses. They were going so high. I figured out of 96 rugs, there are bound to be a few sleepers. Everybody was just bidding on everything. I mean, I don't know who made some money here. I hope somebody did, but it was pretty tough.
If I would have walked you through that house and said, pick out the prettiest rug in here, which one you think's the most valuable, you would have never picked the rug.
It's a silk tabriz made in northwestern part of Iran. Weaving time about 60 to 65 days to do 1 square foot. They're hard to come by, and it was last quarter of the 19th century, and it's just a collectible item now. As you can see, it brought a good price in poor condition.
Sold it. 25,000 on number 4 buys. Thank you. And we have lot number 2054. Buyer number 4. Buyer number 4.
Excellent condition. What would that price? That rug would have brought
easily 40 to 50,000 wholesale, and possibly 75 to 100,000 retail had it been in pristine condition.
This is a beautiful barrel silhouette dress. It's fully beaded. It has a dropped waist, and that's standard of from 1919 to 1929. It's really ornate and it's highly collectible. It could go anywhere up to maybe $800 for a really serious collector.
One of her daughters dated a sailor when she was a teenager, and somehow his outfits ended up in her closet.
Mid-1900s. These are really nice buttons. Collectors in Japan, some of my clients would probably be interested in this kind of dress.
As you can see, this one's fancier because the lace has rhinestones on it.
Has a beautiful rhinestone clasp, and it zips up the side, and that's common in the 1935 zippers were seen after that. It has this beautiful piping on the bottom. With computer and internet sales, values can increase because they're more readily available.
These maps were printed in London, but the surveying was done in Virginia by Thomas Jefferson's dad, Peter Jefferson, and Fry. It took about a year to do this, and they carried it back to London, and these maps were produced in 1751, 52, 53, and 55. In 1775, when this particular map was produced, Thomas Jefferson has seen a need for maps for the state of Virginia. He apparently, I understand, financed the reprinting of this particular map. I've owned 2 others in the past, in the last 2 to 3 years. So this is the 3rd one that's came up, and it's sort of surprising that they're popping out like this. But they're all the 75 issues, so apparently there was quite a few.
That was Tom Sawyer and Alice in Wonderland, both in the same box. And I think that box went for about $10. I'd say that one's a treasure. We're just in the let's acquire a library stage, not in the let's sell it for profit. And they're off to Maryland.
There's something bittersweet about an estate auction. How is it that so much of a person's life can end up on folding tables for anyone to look at and buy? But then you think how silly it is that we spend so much of our lives just accumulating stuff. You're pondering these great questions when you catch sight of a Maxfield Parrish. It couldn't be an original, could it?